Hey guys, I'm Helen. So I thought I'd do a bit of a sit down and chat with me type video. I don't usually do these type of videos, so it's the first for me. So grab a cuppa and make yourself right at home. Do you like what I did there? Cheesy, I know. So yeah, you already know by the title of this video what we're chatting about today. I'm going to be talking about my past pregnancies and my future gender swaying planned pregnancy to come, hopefully. First off, let's talk about my past pregnancies, so you kind of know where I'm coming from. So I do have 3 boys. I have Cameron, who's 16, Liam, who is 11, and little Ollie, who is 6. Now, I'm an old mum. Yeah, I did get a comment saying, when I was saying about I wanted to conceive, and they're like, how old are you? And I got a couple of them. Yeah, I'm old. It did make me laugh because when I had Cameron, when I conceived Cameron, I was 19. So on the actual documentations, like the midwives and stuff like that, it said young mum. Crazy. I was a young mum. And then Liam, he didn't really say anything, so that's obviously like more of an acceptable age. And then with Ollie, and that was 6 years ago, it was down as older mum on the documentation. So I don't even know what I am at this point. Ancient is my guess. So anyway, let's go back to Cameron. So I was 19. And I conceived and I fell pregnant. It was planned, and it was my first marriage, and we'll leave it at that. I was young, but yeah, I was working in a salon and I was going he, and the girl I worked with, the stylist that I worked with, was saying, you shouldn't keep saying he, it could be a girl. She had a girl, and I was like, no, I have a deep feeling it's a boy. I know it's a boy. I was desperate to have a boy. I was willing it to be a boy. And a conversation that we had, I come out and I said, I want all boys. I said that when I was 19 years old. I said, I want all boys. Well, be careful what you say and be careful what you wish for, because now I'm 35, my feelings have changed a little. After having Cameron, my current marriage at the time broke down, and then I met somebody else. I met Danny. And a few years on, we were talking about adding to our family. And I wasn't bothered either way if I had a girl or a boy, and Danny kind of did want a girl. Danny lost his mum as a teenager, so it's always been a dream of his to have a little girl that he could name after his mum. That's always been important to him. But as you know, it was another boy, and we conceived it so I would have another August baby. That's how Danny wanted it. He was like, I think they should be all in August, because then you've got Christmas in the winter and you've got birthdays in the summer, and it's easier. So that's what we did. By the time it come to having Ollie, I kind of did want a girl. I really did. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I know I'm probably not meant to say that. As a mum of boys, I'm meant to say, no, I don't mind if I have boys or girls, as long as they're healthy. And of course that's true to an extent. But that doesn't mean deep down in your heart you wouldn't prefer one gender to the other. And I don't think that we should be like shamed for having those feelings. It doesn't mean we love our children any less. I don't love Ollie any less because he's a boy. He is an amazing burst of energy in this house, and if you watch any of my vlogs, you'll definitely see. Come to conceiving Ollie, me and Danny both had never heard of gender swaying before, so that wasn't something that was in our radar. But I do remember Cameron really wanted a sister. And then Liam was completely opposite. He said, like, I really want a brother. If it's a girl, it's going in the bin. So after Ollie and the years after him, I got asked a lot, are you going to have another one? Are you going to try for a girl? 3's an odd number. You know, if you're the mum of 3 boys, you know that's exactly what you hear. And I was always like, I'm not sure. I was always unsure. Sometimes I'd think on more of the yes side, other times I think more of the no side, but I did think if I had another one, it would most probably be another boy, because I've had 3 boys. Clearly I breed boys. That's kind of just how I saw it. And I always did think if I could guarantee I could have a girl, I may be more tempted. And that probably sounds really bad to a lot of people, but I'm being honest. But I never even thought that having a girl would be really possible for me. I know it probably sounds really weird. I think there's more than just like a luck's chance when it comes to conceiving. More so now. So I was talking to Letty over at Letty's Life, and she told me about this method on how you can sway whether you have a boy or a girl, and it's all about the timing of when you conceive. Boy sperm are faster but die sooner, where girl sperm are bigger but live longer. That's the general concept of it, and I was really intrigued by this and a little bit tempted. So I went online and I had a look to see if there was any other thing backing that up, or, you know, not that I was disbelieved her, but I just wanted to see if there was any more information. And apparently it's a real thing. It's called the Shuttles method, and it's been going since the 60s. And although timing is a big part of it, there's also other parts that that play a role within trying to conceive a boy or a girl according to that method. So I strongly suggest that you go online and you look for the Shuttles method so you figure out more about it. I would go into more detail, but some of it's a bit like adult content, and I kind of don't want to share that by myself because I don't know who's watching. There could be kids, there could be men that don't really want to know. So Google it yourself and find out more information. But this did ring true to me because, like I said, all my boys were planned, and I planned, because I planned to the month as well, I planned to conceive on day 14. My cycle is clockwork, 28 days. I ovulate on day 14. I know that about my body. So when I conceived my pregnancies, I conceived on day 14, which is like guaranteed boy. 3 times going. Now I know this. I didn't know this at the time of conceiving. So moving on to a future pregnancy, now I'm thinking, well, if I do the 2 to 3, or maybe 3 to 4, just to be on the safe side, days before I ovulate, by the time that I ovulate, only the girl sperm will be living. That is the plan. So I know I'm old, but I am planning on conceiving another baby, and I am planning on gender swaying. Now, if I have another boy, then that doesn't mean I will be sad or be upset, because as my nan always told me, it's not the children that you have that you regret, it's the children that you don't have. And those, I think those words will resonate with a lot of women out there. My nan was a wise old woman, I'll tell ya. So yeah, maybe my nan may bless me with a girl. So I hope you enjoyed this sit down and chat with me type video. If you did, please let me know. If you'd like to see more, maybe think of some other topics, I'd love to hear about them. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.